All right, you want to know a random fact about me before we get rolling? Here goes. I once tried to make a grilled cheese sandwich in a hotel bathroom with a clothes iron burned both the bread and my dignity. But hey, breakfast got made. Your turn. Best story in the comments gets a virtual high five and a pin. The midday sun was beating down so hard it made the patio look like a mirage. Heat waves dancing across the stone like the whole backyard was in on some cruel joke I wasn't in on. I'm staring out the upstairs window just quietly fuming, watching two oversized women, Carol and Harper twins, splitting their time between snapping selfies and cannonballing into my pool like it was the public Y. Carol, bless her, floating around on her back in a green swimsuit so bright it could guide ships home, while Harper, draped over an inflatable flamingo, was live streaming herself as if she'd been cast in some influencer drama nobody asked for. And let me just say, I didn't buy this house for the joy of sharing my pool with people whose volume knob is permanently stuck on Scream Laugh. I bought this little slice of peace for, well, peace, privacy, tall hedges, a fresh start after a breakup, and a lifetime of city clatter. But these two, they busted through that peace like it was a screen door on a windy day. First time I noticed them, I just figured it was a misunderstanding. Maybe the side gate got left open after I had the pool resurfaced. Came home to puddles on the deck, half-crushed LaCroix cans and little wet footprints marching right to the hedge. But it wasn't a fluke. Every week, new evidence chip bags hidden in flower pot speakers blaring awful music, damp footprints like ghost tracks. So I caught them once face to face. Walked out with my jaw clenched, trying not to lose my mind, and Carol just grins, waves at me like I'm the guy delivering drinks at her pool party. Hope you don't mind. Neighbor just needed to cool off. Meanwhile, Harper is toweling off with my towel cackling. You weren't using it, you know what I mean? That kind of nerve. I told them to get out. They didn't budge until I dragged out a hose and started draining the pool in front of them, threatening to call the cops. I thought finally that'd be the end of it. But nah, they just got smarter. They timed their break-ins when I was at work or on errands, always leaving behind some fresh evidence. Broke a brand new lock right off the gate. And when I took it to the HOA, all I got was sorry unless you got them on video. Then Harper posts a selfie in my pool on Facebook, just vibing in the summer sun, hashtag neighborhood goals. I call her out in the comments, she deletes the post. And then both of them corner me in my driveway the next morning, acting like I'm the criminal. You really gonna call the feds over a swim? Carol barks, arms crossed. You should thank us. That lock was Rusty Harper, chimes and popping gum. I started losing sleep, sitting on the porch with a beer, listening to other people's sprinklers tick away, just waiting for their laughter to echo back again. Installed cameras everywhere above the back door, inside a garden gnome, you name it. All I caught were squirrels and a fried camera lens after someone aimed the garden hose at the red recording light. Next morning, a lipstick note under my wiper, still watching C&H. Obsession kicked in and I checked the pool, constantly slept with the window cracked, put up no trespassing signs ripped down every time. Then last week, Harper upped the ante. I walked in after cutting errands short to find wet footprints inside my house, a pink swimsuit drying on my bathroom sink. She walked out of the bathroom, hair dripping, cheeky smile. You really should buy softer towels. Tossed mine at me like I was the help. I didn't scream, didn't call the cops. Something just snapped. Ice cold, focused. No more fighting, no more yelling matches. It was time for a little creative justice. Saw this prank online, someone scaring a pool crasher with a fake gator. I thought, why not take it up a notch? So I start researching deep diving forums until I find it, a Hollywood prop shark used in some low budget horror flick, full fiberglass hand-painted teeth so real you'd lose sleep. I dropped more money on it than I'm proud to admit. Then I drive out of town to buy servos, a battery pack, waterproof remotes, tell the clerk I'm automating a pool cleaner. I spend the next few nights in my garage rigging this thing, put a GoPro in its mouth, waterproof speaker for creepy bubbling, and a slow-moving motor to make it glide just right. Not cartoonish, but sinister, lurking. Lowered it into the pool at midnight, watched the fin drift just under the surface in the LED-lit water. Even I got chills. Then I waited. Made my backyard look like nobody was home. Gate unlocked, towel on the chair cooler by the steps. The stage was set. Sure enough, 2 mornings later, I hear Carol's voice. Gates open, told you he's clueless. And then they waddle giggling, throwing their stuff everywhere. Carol's green suit, Harper's purple one, and both talking trash about the neighbors. They spread out on my lounge chairs like it's a Sandals Resort open sodas gossip. Then Harper toes the water size, drops in. Carol too. Showtime. I click the remote. The shark fin starts a slow arc from the deep end. At first they don't see it. Then Carol squints. Is that a fin? Harper's still floating, oblivious. I tweak the controls. Fin heads straight for Carol. She screams. Harper flails, the flamingo flips, and suddenly it's pure chaos. Screaming, splashing Harper trying to crawl up the steps. Carol tangled in a pool noodle. The red LED eyes on the shark flicker. The mouth open, speaker rumbling with fake growls. Carol lets out a scream that could shatter concrete bolts out of the pool mascara, streaking hair wild. Harper crashes behind her, slipping, yelling, "Call someone, there's a killer fish!" They don't even grab their sandals. Gate slams, silence. I step outside, grin so big my cheeks hurt, and fish out the GoPro footage is gold. Their panic, their screams, their scramble, caught from every angle. I watch the replay 3 times, just soaking it in. And then the twist. I go to the upstairs balcony, drink in hand, and flip on the yard speakers. Having fun, ladies. They both freeze, dripping towels around them like superhero capes gone wrong. Why you can't do this. You'll go to jail. I hold up my phone, show them the footage. Relax. I'll blur your faces before I share it to every HOA Facebook group for miles. That shuts them up. I let them sweat, then hit the button to open the gate. They scramble out, leaving all their stuff behind, too embarrassed to look back. I left their beach bags and Harper's phone by the pool. If they want it, they'll have to knock. That night I let the shark drift to the bottom water, finally calm, and I realized I'd done more than just get my pool back. I'd reclaimed a piece of my peace, the kind that's not just about silence, but about finally standing your ground and making sure people remember whose name is on the deed. So here's the part where you come in, because every story's got 2 sides. Was I right to go full Jaws on the neighborhood Karens, or did I go too far? You ever had a neighbor cross the line and did something about it? Drop your best story in the comments, because let's be honest, sometimes justice has to be a little creative to actually work.